Yeah, we had a call around about 1 o'clock from the Coast Guards at Falmouth to advise that there was a whale stranded on the beach at the Penhale end of Perranporth Beach. The animal's lying on its side. It was breathing initially, but we haven't registered it breathing for quite some time now, even though they don't breathe particularly often. It's very unfortunate because obviously where the whale is, we won't be able to refloat it. The tide is still going out, as we know from experience with other large whales in various parts of the country. It's a sperm whale that we don't see around the Cornish coast that often. It's not fully grown, but it's about 40 foot long, and it's a female. We do get them out in the Celtic Sea out there, so it could just have got lost, or if it's ill, obviously the tide will have been pushing it along. You can see the waves are quite rough today, so they will drift with the tide if they're not swimming particularly strongly, so it might just have got pushed in here from further out. What we can do is monitor it and keep it comfortable to stop it suffering. So as I say, its internal organs will now be breaking down because of its own body weight. That's what happened with the one in the River Thames, you might remember a few years ago, and that was ultimately what killed its own body weight, because it releases stuff called myoglobin into the bloodstream, and that poisons its own bloodstream basically. And of course the animal's not used to feeling its own body weight, it floats in the water, so it will never have felt its own body weight ever before in its life, and basically it's just crushing itself now. We'll stay with it now as long as it takes. We'll then probably try to get somebody to post-mortem it from the Institute of Zoology, or one of the local chaps who does the stuff for them from the university at Tremor. And if we can get the post-mortem done, then we'll have to dispose of the body after that. Because obviously the animal could lie here for days because of the actual strength of the tide today. We can go through a tide cycle, but tomorrow the tide might not actually get back up to the animal to refloat it, and then of course it will become a bit of a nuisance having a dead whale on the beach, especially with all the tourists going on. I'm sure the council would like to get us to get the dead whale off their beach.